Jim had always been interested in Russia, and last year he finally decided to visit the country for a vacation. According to the young man, his parents and friends did not support him and were even worried about letting him go to our country. It turned out to be almost impossible to change their minds. When Jim decided to share his plans with those around him, many people started rolling their eyes and calling him crazy. They claimed that by coming to Russia, the American would find himself in danger, and the first thing they tried to scare the poor guy with was our secret services. Many Americans genuinely believe that evil KGB agents are just waiting for the slightest mistake made by foreigners on Russian territory, and if they don't find one, they'll invent it themselves, starting to follow tourists literally from the moment they step off the plane. As the saying goes, give them a person and they'll find a reason. The rest of the arguments were no less strange. They said crime rates were high here, although in the US, walking the streets can often be much more dangerous. Finally, they warned Jim that he might freeze, despite the fact that he was planning to come in mid-autumn. The trip shattered stereotypes. Naturally, being an analytical thinker and having thoroughly studied Russia beforehand, Jim simply laughed at these warnings and enthusiastically headed to Russia. The time spent in the country, according to Jim, became one of the best periods in years. He only managed to visit Moscow and take a short trip to St. Petersburg. Many of his Russian friends told him that to truly experience Russia, he needed to travel across the regions and see more of the nature. The man realized that this was not some other planet and that most of the perceptions about us among Americans are largely stereotypes. However, even after showing photos and giving detailed accounts upon his return, many still didn't believe him.